What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy, everybody's buddy, Card Craftsman, back with another video. And today I'd like to say, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I'd also like to say thank you very much for more than 500 subscribers. I really can't believe that this is something that I could achieve. I'm looking for my milestone of 1,000 subscribers so I could get monetized and actually start making some money here on YouTube. And yeah, it should be a good time because I am broke. So I'm finishing up with the SRT8 Jeep that I did in this previous project with the Black Widow spray gun. And the customer actually went out and bought a new mirror, so I went ahead and got that a new coat of paint there and did a couple other projects. But yeah, so today one of the things that I did a little bit extra for him, I know I went above and beyond, was went ahead and painted this Puerto Rican flag on his hood. Now it's a bit loud, but it looks pretty good. I used a ruby red Ford color here for the red. This is also a Ford color, I can't remember exactly what it's called. And then just a regular white for the stripes. And it really came out pretty good. My tape lines are looking alright. And but I do have some dirt in this paint. And what I plan to do today is sand this with 400 to get rid of a lot of these lines that I got from the layering process it takes to paint this. I'll show you how I went through the layering process real quick. So I'm going to quickly explain the layering process it takes to make this Puerto Rican flag stand out as good as it does on this hood. First step I took was I just painted a little area white where I knew I was going to have the star. I took stencils and I outlined the star, and then I painted the blue. Now I took the tape off of the star and I taped off the blue area with masking tape and paper. After that process, I went ahead and painted another layer of white that I knew I was going to need for this red to show through as good as it did. And then I taped off the white stripes on the flag itself. After taping off those white stripes, I went ahead and painted it red and then peeled tape like this. This whole area here was outlined and masked off with tape and paper, and then you see the results. Really came out great. Back to the video. And it's also got a couple dirt nibs in it. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there's just a couple pieces of dirt like right there that I want to sand out quickly and easily, and then lay a flow coat like I did in this video, and hopefully make this thing look as good as I possibly can. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take some 400 grit sandpaper, go over top of this clear coat, give it one more sealant of clear, and then hopefully this customer will be happy and we don't have any paint lines from the layering process. So, as always, if you like this video, like the video. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. Let's get to work. Now I'm going to be using 400 on this block here, and I'm going to be using it dry at first because I want to just eliminate a lot of those imperfections that I have in the paint. And then what I'm going to use is a interface pad and a dual action sander with some 400 on it to go over and caress some of these gentle areas and make a nice smooth surface to accept another layer of paint. Now, like I said, I want to level some of these areas real quick and get rid of a lot of this imperfection that you see. So 400 is going to allow you to do that. And here we go. And you really only want to sand till you achieve your goal there of getting rid of what you want to get rid of. You can see that's still visible. And you can see the line between the red and the white still has a lot of shiny up in here. So that's telling you that's not completely sanded out. So all you got to do is completely sand it out. That looks like just a little piece of lint got in my clear coat. If I could get this thing to focus. Always want to use it flat. Always check your dust and make sure you're not breaking through. All it takes is one swipe away from breaking through and ruining a project. Alright, I think that's good enough for the block. Anyway, you can still see there's a lot of clear coat, shiny in between there. I just give it a quick rub. I really don't want to break through the clear coat onto this red. The red was the top layer that I painted last, so the least amount of clear coat is on that red. That's looking good enough for me, and I know once I get the DA on there, that's going to even knock it down a little bit more. So I'm going to find all the little imperfections like that, and then I'm going to sand them out, and we'll get the DA on it. And here we are. That's just the regular gloss. That's being sanded out with 400, just leveling it out with the block. A little bit more leveling here. And then this is where we started getting into the DA. And you can see how the DA puts a really soft look to the paint. Knocks it down, removes any orange peel, and yeah, just gives you a great painted surface. Now this is actually a lot less aggressive than wet sanding with the 400 on the block. And I did actually have to go and do the wet sanding technique because this is fresh paint. And what fresh paint tends to do is build up on your sandpaper and gives you a lot of clog and less surface area for you to work with your sandpaper. So this is looking good on this half. I'm going to go ahead and get another 400 grit and do this side. This is what I'm talking about happens to you when you have fresh paint. All that fresh paint has clogged up my sandpaper, and these are the biggest chunks. Now you can blow them off with compressed air, or you could try to knock it off with a paint stick or something like that, but that will affect your sanding performance 100%. Yeah, that time it just washed off or wiped off. I want to go over this spot here with you guys. This is the results after sanding with 400. We eliminated a lot of those paint tape lines, and things are looking a lot smoother here. Once I lay down this last coat of clear, it should really flow really nice. And that's why they call it a flow coat. Now I put on 3 layers of clear the first time. This is a Euro clear. I'm about to put on just 2 layers of clear this next time, and really hope to bury those paint lines and give this thing a nice deep gloss. Couple things that you always have to watch for when you are prepping for paint. Boom, I burned through right there. Burning through means I went through my top layer clear coat and went through to my whatever layer that is right now. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit of base coat right there, and I got a little bit here, and I think down here at the bottom looks like a little bit. So I'm just gonna put a little base coat on here right now and continue with the clear coat job. Alright, we're going to see if that blend is going to show up at all underneath the clear coat.
Alright, so the hood's all prepped, ready for our next coat of clear coat. We're going to put 2 coats of clear on over top of this 400. We're going to see how well that blend comes out. Let's do that right now. I don't know if I can do it holding the phone, but we're going to try to find out. About 35 crowns. Oh, the things I go through for you guys, jeez. Looking pretty wet.
Here's my results after a second flow coat. Clear really laid down pretty good, as it should have. And that's all sanded with 400 grit sandpaper. I think the results look good. Let's get the LED on there. That pearl's really popping. Let's check the blue out. You know the deal. Like the video if you like the video. Like and subscribe for more. Car Craftsman out.